Hello gamers and welcome back to WARNO, playing every division on Kreide. This time with in the 4th division I cover second guards against Haverstock. He's playing the Dutch actually, I've quickly checked. So it didn't go very well. My KD in this one wasn't too good either. I think one thing that worked was going for the center, but I think I was clearly lacking AA. And I think some more cheap options to deal with tanks would have been nice. The helicopters actually did a good job. Artillery. I think one more artillery piece or two wouldn't have harmed, in particular if I lose one. I didn't use the mortars at all. I didn't really use the SIGINT vehicles that much, but I need to learn that. He's opening with a lot of helicopters. Surface to air, air to ground, surface to air. Lots of surface to air. Not quite sure why. Against my planes, potentially. Minigun. And it's interesting to see that's just like this one commander here. This is what gave me the edge in the beginning with regards to points. But it was maybe one of the reasons I lost the game after all. I need to focus more on first gaining ground and then, fighting. Here I did get some losses, almost at least. It's a sneaky calf here as well. Yeah, he focused a bit on the center, building up a force there to then assault the center from multiple angles. And also, wow, a Grat here would actually have been quite nice, but the units I had here weren't too bad. With the Rapira being rather cheap, I think the Rapiras are quite good. Super annoying. Now this was a total waste against the iHawk and all the surface to air, sorry, air to air, surface to air. It says surface to air missile. That's really weird. Okay. Now that's a good push here with the Centurion. Rather cheap tank, but my rockets helicopter helps out, but then runs out and is a bit threatened as well. Still, it's looking okay. I mean, he's got more units on the field, and I think I start losing when I lose my tanks to the cluster bombers. I think that was the crucial mistake. Also not having any, for whatever reason, I think I lost a unit. Or I lost the unit that was here. Not having... Yeah, to have circling AA planes. Not having a recon unit in here is also a crucial mistake. And I need to remember there's like a spot here that you can't see, which is perfect for command vehicles. Or commanders in general. Obviously these hits are all very devastating. And I think they cost me the game. The cluster bombers cost me the game. And I kind of had more AA pieces at my disposal than I could sensibly bring, I feel like. So I could maybe upbet them or get rid of one. Mortars here. Obviously, also another mistake was to leave this open I should have kind of like reinforced it this way. So, and at least this one, so that he can't build up his forces here and threaten center. That was another crucial mistake because it would expose me to the flanks a little bit. Here I tried to attack, but it didn't really work out. And there comes the cluster bomber, and end of story. Eyehawk, obviously a good choice. Ran out now. More Eyehawks coming in the Bofors. Yeah, and I think this is already like a GG moment with after those cluster strikes. And I'm hitting nothing. Now there's his howitzer. And here he went into the zone with a command vehicle. And yeah, I didn't have like a contact line of contact here to actually properly defend this zone. Another mistake possibly, because he could then build up. This was, I think, quite a good idea, but didn't pay off, and my Rapira was just out of range. I didn't use my tanks on time. There's a hot here as well, which is obviously also a problem, and I didn't notice in the moment, I think. You could just move it forward a bit. This was also way too easily lost. High value target like the King Tiger. Really vulnerable to the artillery strikes there. And there's a major push here, also here, and I really could not contest it. At this point, I was like, I had lost so many tanks, I think, and thus points, that I didn't have enough on the battlefield. My push here way too late into this. Another crucial mistake. I did get some planes in the end, but too late, way too late. And it's not like I could position units here quite nicely. Whereas this is a good, deployment zone for Eyehawks. I could not deploy stuff as nicely here and protect it. Maybe here, but for that I need to win the entire plateau and safeguard it with my life, basically, or the life of my pixel trooper. Yeah, this was, too many Eyehawks. It was too late for that plane. And they are finishing off the T-80 here. Yeah, and that was it. Pretty clear defeat. Let's take a look at the deck. I'm not quite sure if I could potentially even do with less ammo. I could potentially do with less BMP2s though, or with less command vehicles. Do I really need the fast one, or do I rather want the protection? Let's go for the protection. It can at least do a little bit. What about the stealth? Bad, and here it's also bad, so it doesn't really matter. So this plane was underwhelming. Let's go for the MiG-2 cluster. And I think I need more AA. I think I need to upgrade this. Upgrade this as well, maybe. Get rid of this. Get more planes. to long range fire and forget. Let's go for this. And I might be even go for the cheap rocket plane. Or more infantry. But I actually did have enough infantry. Artillery, I didn't use that. The Acacia has ammo. Let's actually get 1 grad. In case someone blobs really hard, we can maybe use it. I do have 18,000 supply, which should be sufficient. It gives me another option. With regards to tanks, I think I need the Concourse as a cheap option for my push. Otherwise, it's not possible to push really. It feels like. Let's get rid of one of the tanks without rockets or missiles. There, the range is 2,625, same range here. Let's get rid of this and let's stay to 50%. Let's take this. I think this is a must pick now, because otherwise everything is too expensive. I could actually take another one. I mean, I do kind of have enough units against infantry. Faggot is maybe a bit too shite, but then again, deploying it everywhere. In particular, I've only got 4 conquerors. As a spammy, do I really need to upvet that? I don't. Let's not upvet it. Now the question is the faggot or the other one. I feel like having more anti-tank missiles is crucial. Not crucial maybe, but, you know, helpful. I can only take this shitty helicopter. And this was okay-ish, I think. One more plane is the other option. Yeah, but I don't feel like taking an HE bomber. And it's a dive bomber, so it's not one of the buffed ones, I think. Still have 7 leaders. That should be enough if I'm careful. If not, the game is over anyway. If I lose all the leaders, it's over anyway. So let's make these our changes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The next division I will cover is the British one, the new British Home Defense division. After that, I will cover a new division. You can suggest the division I'm supposed to cover. Can be any division. And I have a couple of, I will line them up. I've forgotten how many I will queue. I will have to check the initial video for that, but a few. And then I will cover the division you want to see next. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.